Good afternoon, judges. My name is Amol Borkar with the Manasi Bhagat. We are both currently pursuing in MBA IT from the Symbiosis International University. So I begin the presentation with the question. My question is: suppose you are infected with the coronaviruses and you need to be the hospitalized in private hospital for maybe more than 10 to 15 days. At the time of discharge or discharge day, the hospital they put around 4 to 5 lakh rupees of bills in your hand, and obviously you are belonging to the middle class and lower middle class of range. So in that case, what you do? Okay, I will give you the some more second to think. So the first thing what you do, you pay all the money. You can borrow the some money from the friends and the families, and you also know that you have a strong feeling that the hospital is overcharged the bills. But in such scenario, obviously you can imagine what the situation and scenario will be. Scenario will be there. I can't express in some words, but you can imagine what will the happen. So you will get this answer after my finishing the presentation. So we are moving to the first slide. So as we know that we see that day by day the COVID-19 patients are increasing continuously. If the people are positive in COVID test, then he and she must be admitted into the private or the government hospital. But the patient families is also worried about about their patient in government hospital. The patient family is worried about the doctor will take care of the patients or not, the cleaning of the government hospital, and there is a lots of question in front of the patient families. The most of the patients in the private hospital, they are face the overcharge of COVID-19 treatment bills, or maybe some patients have the strong feelings about the overcharge of the bill. You can see here I put some news. You can also read the some lots of news regarding this overcharge of treatment bills in the televisions, in newspapers, and everywhere. So I put some of the example. Obviously I am belonging to the Maharashtra, Mumbai, so I use some local news for the example. So in the first image you can see that the Thane COVID hospital, they have show that the overcharge bill of 27 lakh rupees, and in the last you can see here the for the 8 hours, for the COVID-19 treatment, the hospital charge around 18,000 rupees. Now you can imagine how much is this. So the Indian Express is conduct the one survey in the COVID-19 pandemic starting months. So they found that the 57% of people, they are worried about the treatment charges bill at the private hospitals, and almost the 32% of people, they did want to go the hospital even if they tested as a positive. Why? Because they are worried about the private hospital bills. So due to this huge violences, the Supreme Court and the central government decided to fix the COVID-19 treatment charges. Obviously this COVID-19 treatment charges bills are vary upon the state by state. The Maharashtra government has the different cost. The Bengaluru, Karnataka, Delhi government has a different rate for the COVID-19 treatment charges. Okay. So after fixing this prices for the COVID-19, the still some private hospitals are not listening. Why they are not listening? I don't know, because this private hospital can do anything as they want. So the problem faced by the society is that, so in this the time of the COVID-19 pandemic, the people face the lots of problems. Especially I feel that there in the pandemic we face the lots of technology gaps. So after fixing the COVID-19 treatment charges of the people, they don't know about people don't know about the how to compare the treatment cost with the government fixed treatment charges. So many of the people is feel the difficulty to the read the government GR. Obviously the GR, it's very long and it's time consuming. I will show the some GR of the Maharashtra government. So you can see here is an GR of Maharashtra government. yeah, okay. So GR for the Maharashtra government regarding the fixed COVID-19 treatment charges. So I will go a little bit below. Okay, yeah. So you can see here the Maharashtra government divided this treatment charges cost into the four levels: L1, L2, L3. In L1 consist of the doctor fees, OT charges, and anesthesias, and lots of things. So for example, I will take I will take the angiography example. So you can see here the diseases mentioned by the government with an inclusion of L1, L2, L3. So after angiography with the inclusion of L1, L2, L3, so the private hospital can charge around 12,000 only, not more than that. And angioplasty, excluding the guide wire, catheter, and balloon, so with the inclusion of L1, L2, L3, and the exclusion of L2 additional stent, so the private hospital can charge around only 1,20,000 only. And you can see here that there is lots of disease mentioned by the government of Maharashtra. So obviously this rate is differ from state to state. So you can see here there is a very long and it's cannot understand by the normal people. Cannot understand by the normal people. So this problem is faced by the society. The second problem is faced by there is no real time tracking for the actual private hospital bills and government fixed COVID-19 bills, and there is obviously lack of communication between the higher authority. If I raise some complaints about my overcharge of the bills, so we can't guarantee my complaint will be resolved within the few days or within the few hours. We can't say anything about that. So these problems are actually faced by the society. So what the solution we are providing to the society? So we are providing the society that, so you can compare the bill with the private hospital bills with the government hospital fixed COVID-19 treatment charges in our applications. Okay, for example, after logging into the application, entering the details of the treatment charges, and after calculating the total amount, suppose it will be the 2 lakhs. Okay, so after submitting these details in the application, we found that this hospital is overcharged the bills after comparing the bill with the government treatment charges, and it will be the 1.5 lakh rupees, means the 50,000 rupees the overcharge by the private hospital. So we will show these things to the user, so user will know how much the hospital will overcharge this bill. So in this way our application will perform, and obviously with the guarantee it will help to the society. So third point, people can share the bill with anything. He can share the auditor, he can share the lawyer, he can share with the doctors. We also providing this facility, and we reduce some human efforts for the auditing the hospital bills. So there is a main advantage for our project, the application is we are unique in the market. So I read the lots of blogs, tech news, the startup news. Still there is no competition in the market, so which provide the similar, even the 10% of the similar solution. We are unique in the market. So obviously this this solution is not valid, not limited to the COVID-19 patients only. So as we expanding, we use this application into the cancers, high treatments, high cost treatment surgeries, and many more. So that's why we give the product name as the TeB. T is nothing but the truth, E is nothing but the expectations, B is nothing but the beliefs, and with a very nice tagline, we can save life, we can save money. So there is one more important thing for the any startup, any idea, how my idea will generate the revenue. So we can generate the revenue into the four parameters in the donation kind of things. And obviously second is we can take some percentage of the saving amounts of bills. Obviously suppose we save the 1 lakh rupees for the user, and after private hospital give the discount of the 1 lakh, we charge almost around 2-3-1% depending upon the subscription user they have. And the third thing we use some subscription based, platinum, silver, the golden subscription is also available, and maybe the social entrepreneurship is the government sponsors also. And So as a first step of the any idea, I completed some design prototypes. So you can see here I mentioned the very limited number of screen for just for the presentation. Due to the time limit, I will not explain this right now, but you can see this wireframes also, and the second this wireframes. So I completed the second part of the any idea, that is in the customer validations. So before 1 month I meet the some one lady. She just successfully fight with the coronaviruses, and she told me they stay at the private hospital around 10 to 12 days, and they charge around 4.5 lakhs. So and her husband is in government job, and with annual salary package of annual salary package of the 5 to 6 lakhs around. So you can imagine how they are managing such kind of money problems also. So I have strong feeling. So I told this my concept to lady, and she is very happy, and she is agree that, yeah, Amol, you can do it very fast, because it will beneficial for all the society, all the middle class families, and all the level of all the level of ranges of families. So I hope we will implement. I will go this. I will forward. I will go with this idea in the future. So for this, for the now, I will say thank you.